Hello, everyone. Welcome to this exciting live review of the Burger King Impossible Whopper, live from overcast and slightly drizzly Portland, Oregon, on the day that they launched this thing nationwide. Yes, so let me just give you a little background on this. Many of you already know it, but okay. There's this big trend for these plant-based burgers. Beyond Burger was launched at Carl's Jr. and Hardee's. I think maybe not Hardee's. Earlier this year, the White Castle has the Impossible slider, all that kind of stuff. But this is really the biggest event in terms of that of the year so far, because Burger King is launching this whole thing nationwide. It's not a regional chain like White Castle. It's available everywhere today. Apparently there were some shortages, but it's everywhere that you can normally find a Burger King. So it's a big deal for plant-based burger advocates and all that stuff. But there are a few drawbacks. We'll get to that in a second. Anyway, so get this. Thank you. All right. I got one of each so we can compare. Okay, so here's the regular Whopper. We're all familiar with this. I actually don't know whether they put cheese on it or not because I just said I want a Whopper. Normally it comes with cheese. I assume they don't put it on the Impossible Whopper. Okay, here we go. The Impossible Whopper. Again, it's a plant-based burger, but here's the thing. It's not going to be vegan because according to their own website, Burger King cooks these burgers on the same broiler that they cook the chicken and the beef patties on. So if that's important to your diet, you're going to be out of luck with this thing. Anyway, first we're going to have the Whopper to get a baseline. Now, as you know, I've been down on Burger King like crazy this year. For about 18 months, they have just been rolling out crazy garbage, especially those tacos, which really were the worst fast food item I've ever had in my life. Anyway, I still like the Whopper. As you may have seen, I posted a video last month with my guests Kenji Lopez-Alt and Ed Levine, and we went to try the Whopper, and it's still good. It's still the best thing at Burger King, and I still enjoy it. So I'm going to have a little bite of this Whopper right now, just to sort of get a baseline. This is your standard old Whopper, and it does not have cheese, because I didn't ask for cheese, which is good. That would be a good comparison. Totally fine. I really miss the cheese, though. You know, it's got that really fake flame-grilled taste. I mean, maybe it's not fake, but it seems fake. We debated this before. Anyway, now this, as I said, this is the regular beef Whopper. It's good. I still like it. I miss the cheese, though. Now we're going to compare this with the Impossible Whopper. I don't know. I'm totally with you about this thing. It's super weird because if you're trying to attract vegans and so forth, why are you cooking it with the same equipment that you cook the beef and chicken with? That sort of defeats the point. Okay. Now, the Impossible Whopper. So, a little background on this plant-based burger thing in terms of my history with it. I had an Impossible Burger last summer, cooked at New Season's grocery store. I didn't like it. It was the meat was weird. It was uncanny. I've had a couple Beyond Burgers, which I thought were good, including the one at Carl's Jr., which I actually thought was a little bit better than their regular meat burger. Anyway, here we go. This will only be my second Impossible Burger ever. Now, here you go. The Impossible Whopper. Now, it smells a little different. The patty, here, you know what, you guys, you deserve to really look at them side by side. The patty on the bottom one is the Impossible Whopper. And the patty seems to be a little bit thicker. This is not the same. Okay. I want to make this clear. For the past month, Burger King's been on and on and on and on about how these are identical, and they've been swapping them out. And apparently, they've been swapping them out in certain places, like to trick people, like as a kind of a stunt, like into ordering the they order the regular Whopper, they get the Impossible Whopper, they don't know the difference. Well, I'm telling you, there's a difference. This is ridiculous. Okay. First of all, now maybe this is just a quirk of this one restaurant. This is drier. It's significantly drier. Maybe that's because they don't put mayo on it. Huh. No, there's mayo on it. Okay. It is not the same. It is not much different. But I'll tell you, but I'm going to say it's only about 70% as good as the regular Whopper. There's something, it doesn't have that fake charbroilie taste of it nearly so much as the actual meat Whopper. Huh, this is weird. Okay, I'm having the meat Whopper again to clear my palate. Okay. Okay. I could say, I could tell in a second. I mean, I spent a lot of time eating fast food burgers. This is in no way identical. The meat in this Impossible thing is a little drier, a little more like a taste of ground cardboard, although Burger King burgers are always like that. It has a little bit more like it's ground cardboard. And it doesn't have as much of the whatever flame broiling flavor. Okay? To answer your question, it's good. It's pretty good. If the regular Whopper is a B+, which it has been for years, this is a B minus. If you are a vegan or vegetarian, I don't know how you're going to eat this anyway, because as I said, they're cooking it with the chicken and the beef and the same equipment. So, whatever. And it does have mayo. I guess you could order it without mayo. It's not as good as the Carl's Jr. Beyond Burger, which in my opinion was superior to their actual meat burger. And because I think I said it was a B+ or A-. I'm just going to do this a little bit longer, because the subtleties are important here. Yes, it would be better with cheese. Huh. You know, okay. This is like my 12th bite of these burgers. This is better than the other Impossible burgers I've had. It's still not great. It's not indistinguishable from the beef burger. It's dry. The whole thing is a little dry. The beef does not have nearly as much of the charbroilie, fakey flavor that Burger King is famous for. But it's okay. I mean, again, if it's $1 more, if that's important to you and everyone's desire to, buy more sustainable burgers, definitely go for it. It's just not quite as good. But it's not bad. This is a weird thing, because with Burger King, it's usually extremes. Like, I really love the regular Whopper. I really dislike everything else. This is okay. I'm going to give it an 81. Okay? It's with the regular Whopper being 89, this is an 81. It's not something I would ever order again. Because it's not quite as good. But it is. Well, I wasn't expecting them to change the world. I think you're right, Adam. The sustainability issue is really the thing here. Like, it's not as good. It's not vegan. If you really wanted to, I don't understand what market they're appealing to here. If the thing is still cooked with the burgers and the chicken, it's not vegan. It's got mayonnaise on it. Without the mayonnaise, it would be unquestionably too dry to enjoy. It's not as good as Carl's Jr.'s Beyond Burger. It's about 70 to 80% as good as the actual Whopper. Anyway, yes, meat reduction, and I think, as you're saying, Dan, I think, yeah, I mean, it's helpful to have meat reduction. And look, if we get to such a place in our climate that we can't have any more beef, these will be an acceptable thing. But they're more like something, they're a compromise. They're $1 more. And if Carl's Jr. is nearby and you are vegan, go there instead. Anyway, I applaud Burger King for doing this. I didn't love it, but it was very high mediocre. 81 is very good for a Burger King thing these days. And it wasn't quite what I was hoping for, but it was okay. All right, everybody. Thanks for tuning in. And yes, I did like the Impossible. I had the Impossible Bowl at Qdoba, which was good, and it was superior to this in terms of like an impossible creation. All right. So long, everybody. Have a great day.